welcome to Pirate News. I'm Ava Holtzer, and today we'll have your latest in campus, local, and national news. We will also have your Seton Hall sports update and the forecast for the South Orange area. As of Monday, February 22nd, Seton Hall has reached 120 positive cases of COVID-19 since returning for the spring semester. Since Friday, health services have been able to detect 11 new positive cases from 4 separate events. This does come as the university has expanded surveillance testing to off-campus students. 6 out of the 11 new positive cases live off campus, with all of those needed to be notified for contact tracing. If you have come in contact with someone with COVID-19 or are showing symptoms, please contact health services at 973-761-9175. In other campus news, on February 26th, Seton Hall Theater is holding auditions for the spring musical Edges. All singers and performers are encouraged to audition. The musical is a coming-of-age story. Those auditioning must prepare 16 bars of a song of their choice. Auditions will be held at 7 p.m. in the theater in the round. Email Professor Reader to schedule an audition time. Now we'll send it over to John Makuch to give us the latest in Seton Hall sports. John?
Thanks, Ava. Hi, I'm John Makuch with your Seton Hall sports update. Governor Murphy announced that a small percentage of fans will be allowed at sporting events beginning on March 1st. Fans will be admitted at 10% capacity in arenas with more than 5,000 fan capacity going forward. This means that Seton Hall men's basketball and volleyball will be allowed to have fans in attendance. Outdoor sporting events will be allowed to have 15% capacity, but Seton Hall has not made a decision in terms of fan attendance for their outdoor spring sports just yet. Unfortunately, the Seton Hall women's basketball team does not have any remaining home games, so they will not play for their home fans this season. But Seton Hall men's basketball will have fans at their final home game against the Yukon Huskies on Wednesday, March 3rd at 6:30 p.m., and try to give their seniors a somewhat normal send-off. Before that, however, the Pirates will take on the Butler Bulldogs today at 7 p.m. in a must-win after a heartbreaker to the Georgetown Hoyas. The Pirates will look to rebound on the hardwood against the Butler team they beat back in January 68-60. In that game, Sandro Mamukelashvili led the team with 24 points, and the Pirates will hope for a similar performance in a must-win matchup. The women's basketball team begins a 3-game road trip to close out their season against the Xavier Musketeers. The Pirates are currently on a 2-game winning streak and will look to continue that on the hardwood tonight, led by their big 3 in Andra Espinoza-Hunter, Desiree Elmore, and Lauren Park Lane. That's all for your Seton Hall sports update. Once again, I'm John Makuch. Now back to Ava at the desk.
Thanks, John. In Sussex County, police are investigating a social media comment that encouraged physical violence against officials. The district said Sunday the comments were made over schools not being fully open due to the pandemic. The Facebook comment said, "If schools don't open soon, it will be time for physical violence against the people keeping the schools closed, and that the parents should be knocking down the doors of the Board of Education members and union leaders." Sparta School District Superintendent Patrick McQueenie said in response, "This is not something that you rush to protect the health and safety of everybody, especially our students and staff." In other local news, movie theaters in New York City will be permitted to open for the first time since March 5th, according to Governor Cuomo. Theaters will be permitted to operate at 25% of their maximum capacity, with no more than 50 people being allowed in a screening at a time. They will be allowed to open up late next week, with a target date being around March 5th. Now we'll head over to Brooke McCormick for a look at the upcoming forecast for the South Orange area. Brooke?
Thanks, Ava. Hello, Pirates. I'm Brooke McCormick with your 5-day weather forecast for the South Orange area. Today will be partly cloudy with a high of 51 and a low of 34. Tomorrow will be sunny with a high of 43 and a low of 28. The sun will continue into Friday with a high of 44 and a low of 30. It will be a rainy weekend beginning on Saturday with a 60% chance of rain and snow, a high of 48 and a low of 38. Sunday will have cloudy skies and a 30% chance of rain with a high of 52 and a low of 37. That's all for your 5-day weather forecast. Once again, I'm Brooke McCormick. Now back to Ava with the latest news from around the country.
Thanks, Brooke. A United plane suffered engine failure with more than 230 people on board. The United Airlines flight headed for Honolulu on Saturday landed safely at Denver International Airport after the mid-air commotion of losing an engine, according to the Federal Aviation Administration. David DeLucia, a passenger on the plane, said, "I thought we were going to die at one point because we started dropping altitude right after the explosion." The National Transportation Safety Board has opened an investigation on what went wrong during the flight. That will do it for today's episode of Pirate News. Once again, I'm Ava Holtzer. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, wear a mask, and have a great day.